So say you make, yeah. So you make your money back within a 5% payout.
Yeah.
Roughly.
All right, we should be live on YouTube again. All right, let me just share it on IG and that. What a shit fight it is today. GJ bouncing back. Gold also bouncing, so still could get gold buys. I would prefer the buys, to be honest. All right. Yeah, we are back on YouTube. Yep, Sharif, we are. Hopefully some of the people thought about checking me out on YouTube from TikTok. Because I'm pretty sure that probably my last strike, because I've got 3 in a row, like within consecutive streams. So I'm pretty sure that will... I had a warning, I didn't read it, but I'm pretty sure that will mean it said I was close to losing my account. So I'm pretty sure that means it's probably gone. It's not great. What can you do? All right, so I'm still waiting on gold, preferably at this point. I like the fact GJ is pulling back though. Gives us more options to sell it from further back. Let me share the stream into the Discord again. It's so upcoming. Yes, GJ is becoming better option now, eventually. So that's the thing. I think for especially English speaking streams, there's so much more competition on YouTube as opposed to TikTok. So I'm just going to adjust this now. And that's the current minor rate, or range within the range, if that makes sense. Range within the zone that we're trading. Let me see. Yep. Heavily banned. Unbelievable. No idea. It is so freaking frustrating on TikTok. And you can't even dispute it. Like, it doesn't even give you an option to dispute it. Fucking bullshit. Absolute crap. Bit of a pain too, because that just, you lose like the major avenue to exposure, really. Julio, g'day mate, hope you're well. Alright, let's see what's God gonna do. Well, I suppose I don't need VPN on, do I? Whatever it is. I don't think that was what was crashing the stream, to be honest, because I was using it this morning without any issues until when I turned the PC on again to get ready for the stream. That's when it started to drop in and out every 5 minutes.
Hey guys, good morning.
Hey mate, how are you?
I'm doing alright.
That's it mate.
I was on the stream, then I left for a minute, then I came back, the stream was gone. I was like, what happened? I thought, then I tried to join from the Zoom link that was posted in the Zoom section. It was not going through as well, so it's just now I was following the conversation in the group, then I noticed you posted another link.
Yeah, just I had real internet issues all freaking day. So I decided to stick with TikTok because that's where the viewers are at, and I just got banned. Got permanently banned for whatever stupid reason.
So did I miss anything?
No. Same thing. Just waiting for see how gold reacts to the current level. 15-minute support and a resistance. Original VIX. A lot of people getting banned on TikTok. Yeah, see, that's the thing. When showing chart, getting banned, but like I say, they've got to take a good look at themselves, TikTok, because they're fine with young girls dancing around half naked, and that doesn't violate any laws. And you got, you know, God knows watching them. I never ever looked at TikTok until I started this account. I'm thinking, what is going on here? People mimicking songs and that, dancing like idiots. That doesn't violate any rules or anything. If someone tries to educate, who knows? I have no idea what they're doing. Priorities, yeah. I was very, very disturbed when I found out my little man watches TikTok. Much I can do about it because his mum got used to that, and he's only 9 years old. Should be illegal for kids to access it, in my opinion.
I don't even have a TikTok account myself.
Oh, I wouldn't, mate. It's not. You're not missing out on anything. I might give it another go, but I'll see. I don't know if it's worth it, to be honest. It is. really
all
dangerous
this
for kids.
social media thing, if you're not making some money out of it, it's useless. It's just waste of time.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's just about getting a brand out there, because making money, I make peanuts on YouTube. Like $20 a month. It doesn't even reach the threshold of getting paid. So got nothing to do with that. But yeah, it's just putting the brand out there. Obviously, it's the only really way to go about it. Original Vix, dangerous for kids. It definitely is. Was it really already filling a missing stream report?
All social media in itself, be it Facebook, Instagram, and all of this, it's kind of dangerous for kids if it's not controlled.
Yeah, it is.
It's very addictive.
Yep. Not just that, but anyone can contact them. Who knows who the people are? That's what I'm more concerned about. Next, missing stream. How would you file that? Yeah, that's the thing. It's really good for growing content. That's why I was using it. And I mean, in itself today, I had 90 people viewing and 80 new followers. Compare that to what I got on YouTube now, and the max I usually get on YouTube, which is about 50. It's pretty frustrating. It is, to be honest. Good day to you, Nax. Appreciate the support. All right, Stem 32 and a bit minutes remaining. Is it gonna close above? Let's see. Let's see how we go. Original Vix, I heard you have to... Oh, maybe, I wish I knew that now, but... I mean, it's easy enough to do with TikTok Studio. And it wouldn't impact the YouTube stream. It's just... I mean, it's quite pointless. Carl, tough times, technology right now. Yeah, I know. Original Vix is silly because they don't explain anything. Well, that's the thing. The guy, it says for fraudulent and scam activities, and then it says what that is. But what I keep putting in an appeal, because in accordance to what they explain as, you know, investment advice, I don't think it is what I do. And I've got the disclaimer on stream that it should not be considered as investment advice, and it's purely for educational purposes. When I was in Oz, I didn't have a problem. I got banned once or twice, but I actually appealed one of them within like half an hour or whatever. The appeal was, I was right. They lifted it, the ban. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of scammers on TikTok. Alright, let's keep an eye on gold. A minute remaining. Issue is stop loss. What is it on the 30? 40 pips. And it really needs to close a little bit stronger. Alright, so we'll see. I mean, if this next candle pops straight up and then pops down and breaks zone high again, I'll look for an entry. Unless in the next 40 seconds it really pops up. Let me get it open on my MetaTrader first of all. But I like the fact that it's paused. We've got now a retest of the highest point of that 4-hour resistance. Just close a little bit stronger. Otherwise, I'm going to wait for the pop up, down, and up again. Alright, so want it pop straight up. little bit further. It doesn't necessarily have to break the high, but I wanted to pull into this gray zone before it flips. What else have we got to give it? In the hourly still looks good, but there's been no exhaustion or on the hourly. Yeah, I'm gonna personally wait. Close. We haven't closed above the bodies, even the 15 or anything, so I'm just waiting for the time being. Yeah. GJ still could provide potentially. If we pull back a little bit further, I would like it to tap in towards 188.80 and see how price reacts to that before looking for any potential sell option. And again, if we do start to close above that point there, I would also consider looking for the buys. It is quite clean to the left hand side of that. Plus, we're bouncing off the 4-hour support, breaking most recent resistance formed on the move to the downside, so that would be the catalyst in regards to any GJ buy. Would probably prefer a little bit of a pause though prior to it, maybe 15 closing back bearish, followed by a closure above it, and then we'll reassess the options to see. Yeah, so YouTube guys, if you could, please hit the like button. Let's try to get the numbers back up there. Apologies for the interruptions today. Gold, I'm just gonna wait. As much as I want to buy it, it's closed below that open of that bearish candle, so technically to me I don't have that catalyst. $15, I don't have it. 5 minute. YouTube guys, anyone in a trade right now, let me know. Sorry, VIP Marvi, I've seen 100k for 4k fee. Yeah, it's quite quite steep, isn't it? Shrift, maybe half dressed girl. TikTok is best. I'm watching while I'm not gonna read that. Maybe that's what I need in the background. Get a little bloody pole or something out there, have someone dancing behind me, and then it makes it legal to stream on TikTok without violating any stupid rules. Nags, honestly, the point of anyone being able to contact the kids on these TikTok really got me. I think at this point, it's strictly monitor kids version would help. Yeah, for sure. And that's why a lot of countries are considering banning it, or already have, I think. Next, no trades open here. Fair enough. Original VIX at buys from 24.90 to 06. Nice one. Yeah, really nice. If I was focused on the chart, which I wasn't at that point, that was just a little bit too early, then I possibly would have looked for a buy, possibly, at this point, because that's a strong catalyst. It got bullish engulfing. So I would have considered that, but I wasn't on the chart for it, so no entry. Then I bought again at 03. Nice one. So you're in good profit, so well done. Just be sure not to give it back. So hopefully you're managing it. Hopefully you're at break even if nothing else. Yeah, I was getting such good traction on there today too. TikTok would have had quite a few messages. Can't even get to that. Original fix at break even. Nice one. All right, GJ's tapping into that level. Let's see. Interesting times on GJ. and just bursting through it, which is fine because there could be options to sell it from higher up. But it still could reject as well. Wait and see. Fairly early into the M30 candle, so there's plenty of time for it to play out. Maybe it was the VPN that was playing funny buggers with the internet. Never used to though. I used to have the VPN running last year when I was here. I had it running for every single stream. Wasn't streaming on TikTok though. It's all good. We'll get those YouTube numbers up eventually. Original Vix, appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, hopefully a lot of the people on TikTok will have enough common sense to jump onto YouTube. Actually just look up the name. You would think so, but reality is these days not many people do have common sense. Live in a strange world. Academy Wall Street Training, thank you, welcome. Thank you for the sub, guys. Apparently my eyes are so the screen's not big enough for me to see it on the streaming platform, on Streamlabs. But whoever sub, thank you. I think before the news ADP it will be range, potentially. Look, there's a lot of news about there's NFP tomorrow. Obviously it's a big one, pretty much the biggest one. CPI, unemployment claims as well. There's plenty of news to come, so possibly begin to move just prior to the news release, and then obviously upon the release. Yeah, so we'll see. Thank you for the subs, guys. I'm assuming some of you jumped across, worked it out from TikTok. Common sense not very common, Nags? No, it's not. In honest truth, it's not. Brands, thank you for jumping across. I have no idea, but you know what? It's permanently banned because last 3 times I've streamed on TikTok, I've been banned, and now it's a permanent one apparently. I just had a look, so no idea why. Is what it is, but thank you for jumping across, for having the common sense to find me on YouTube. It's a lot easier on YouTube. YouTube don't ban you for trying to help educate. Subi, can we consider it double top? Look, potentially, but it could burst through it. So I wouldn't be selling it because it's tapped back into that level. Need a confirmation to sell it. Right now I don't have anything until that exact same level really to sell it. But there still could be buy options. I just need a nice strong closure above. And it could be a limit order buy. What I really would like to see in the next 4 minutes and 30 seconds is, but it can do whatever it wants to do. I'd like to see this. A nice strong closure above that zone. And then what I would be doing is considering this candle on the M15 a pause, considering, well, the M30 will still be open, but consider the M15 a pause, and I will look to place a limit order buy at the high of that resistance. So at the high of that bearish candle, in anticipation it's going to eventually pull back to tag me in and then flip back bullish in the direction of the overall trend. And with the volume and everything at the moment being overwhelmingly to the upside, so that's what I'd be looking at. Now if it doesn't happen on this 15-minute candle, unless it's over close as is, then I can wait for that to perhaps play out on the 30-minute time frame. Same thing, but on the 30. This 30 close above, and by about 8+ pips, I'd look for the limit order back on high of that bearish candle. So there still could be options, we just need to wait. And I like the fact that GJ's creating a nice pullback. And we could get sells from higher up, so GJ is becoming more of a potential option now. I'm just going to adjust this zone as I did with gold. So for the buys on GJ, are we going to have the margin first of all? Still likely to be the margin, but what I need to see is first of all this candle close pretty much a little bit higher up, close to its high, but I don't want to create much more. Well, I don't want to create a higher high than what it already has, because then it's going to eat too much into the margin. Let's just say close a little bit higher up, close to its high. And if we had a little pause, because we haven't yet had one from these lows, if we close the weak bearish candle like so, it's still going to close the M30 strong bullish above that resistance, pause just above the resistance, and then if we've begun to break on the following M15, M30 as well, that would be, then I would take that as a buy option. I would take the entry. So that's currently what I'd be looking at on GJ for any buys. For the sells, what I need is strong rejection on the next M15, preferably engulfing, or if not, maybe engulfing the body, which will close the candle back at doji with a long wick to the upside, and then I would consider that potential reversal at previous level of resistance, and I can look for a sell option based off that. So that's what I'm currently weighing up on GJ and gold. So if gold is to be an option and next M15, it really needs to start moving. Really needs to start pushing. So it doesn't look like it's going to do so. So still no entry. Yep, so it's closed below, still no entry on gold. Now I'll be waiting for the M30. Very simple. GJ, ooh, would have preferred for it to close a little bit higher up, because now if we get that pause, the pause is going to probably close back below that resistance. So what I prefer to happen now is that sell scenario where we close a very strong bearish candle on the M15, closing the M30, either a doji or even back bearish would be great, and then I'll look to sell it in the following candle. I was having a really good morning until all this crap with the internet. I was really enjoying myself. Charlie, you've jumped across from TikTok by the looks of it too. Welcome. If you're having issues with location, you could do an Amazon AWS VPN to AWS environment. It's a bit late either way because I've been banned permanently now. So unless I start a new, eventually I'll start a new TikTok. You can request, the only thing you can't appeal it. Once they've permanently banned you, you can't appeal it. So what you can do is request your data. So that's what I've requested. It gives you like people followed you in the past and all that. So it's like, we want to ban you, but here's all the information. So if you want to start again, you can go again. It makes no sense. So yeah, I will take it into consideration. I did for the first time today since I've been on TikTok use a VPN and it didn't work. It worked for a while, but then after what, 40 minutes or so, it did not work anymore. Charlie, YouTube's annoying because I can't lock my phone and listen. Yeah.
Hello.
G'day, Vishal. How are you, mate?
I don't know.
All good?
Yeah, I can. You?
All good, mate.
Yes, yes.
Good. You're talking to me or you're talking to someone else?
I think he's on the phone.
But
Yeah, he was. All happening today. Comedy, education. You're getting a whole lot, guys. If you got YouTube Premium, you can. I mean, as a streamer, I don't need Premium. Yeah, but if you got YouTube Premium, you don't have you can have your phone locked and we'll still be able to listen. But is it worth paying whatever? I think it's like 10 US a month, and that gets rid of the ads for you too. Not on my stream, hasn't he?
It has them at the beginning though. I know.
Does it? It may be at the beginning, but during it, it's up to me. Because I think at the start, because remember at the very start, we started to get numbers up towards 90 to, we cracked 100 once or twice. And then the numbers started to drop because I was monetized and they were automatically placing ads midstream. And I figured maybe that was it. So I got rid of that and chose to insert ads manually, which I never do. I keep forgetting. And yeah, it's not about that. And since the numbers, just hard to get numbers back on YouTube. Original VIX, yeah, that's the good thing about Premium. There's no ads. Not sure what the other benefits are. I think they have a few series, YouTube only, but last time I checked one out, it was just the most stupid thing I've seen. I think it was some reality show about some high school basketball team, which was pretty reality but scripted, if you know what I mean. Can download and watch without Wi-Fi? Yeah, I mean that's a good thing. I mean YouTube's great. Like pretty much that's all I've watched, to be honest, because at least YouTube you can watch kind of what you're interested in. So to me, what I'm interested in is learning about some of my investments. Gym helps with some ideas for the gym. Some travel stuff I enjoy as well. Even food sometimes, cooking. Do I look at BTC? Yeah, I did. I actually looked at it prior to being banned on TikTok just then. And that's the chart I come up with. So it's the bias is neutral, but what we have is the 30 is technically bullish. The 30 in the daily structure is bullish. The weekly candle is bearish. So the weekly, I look at the candle itself. Previous is a very strong bearish candle. Current has a lower high, lower low. Structure on the 4 hours bearish. The daily structure is bullish. You got the previous daily closing back bullish from long wick to the downside. Don't necessarily need to keep pulling back or pull back that far into the previous daily if we were to continue bullish, in my opinion, because this candle itself suggests that we've grabbed liquidity from the downside and we're likely to head back up. However, what I can see is that we have formed on the way down, we have formed resistance at this level here and at 57.2025. Prior to that, we've tapped into support. We're now approaching that resistance again. So if we were to now pop above that resistance, seeing it's structurally bullish in a 30, I'd be looking to buy it personally. You got clean traffic to the left. Now, as a potential sell option though, if it does respect the most recent resistance formed on the impulse to the downside, you could look for a few options to sell. The 30 is about to close. What have you got in between? Oh, I was going to say, if that was bullish candle, would be better, because then the candles will be bearish engulfing M15, closing the M30 bearish. But right now, all you're probably going to have is a weak bearish candle against that strong bullish candle at a level though. So yes, it's still valid, but it's not my cup of tea. It's not my entry signal. What would be my entry signal right now would be waiting first of all for a bit of minor support to form. And then if it closes weak bullish, as mentioned before, you can use the fib to determine if it's weak or strong. Closes weak bullish, sells upon the impulse below would make sense, like so. If it closes strong bullish, then you need to wait for another 15 minutes for the following candle to close bearish below lows, if that makes sense. That would be my catalyst. Don't have any of that just now. We could have it. I mean, it's flipping back bullish now, so that's good. That's really good. Would provide for potential sells on the following candle. So long as the 30 still closes bearish. All right, anyway, back to GJ. All right, still above that zone. Gold, still respecting that zone. That just happened, didn't it? Try to break out. I wasn't even aware of that, and it's pulling back. So there we go. Hence why I don't take the impulse without the strong confirmation, which I did not have. Do not have it. My confirmation for the impulse entry prior to it would have been this. Strong closure above the bodies and the candles to the left, lower wick, or first breaks the upper wick, then pulls back to create lower wick, then I'm entering a bit higher up. As we can see, we closed below the resistance. We've tapped, or we've pushed above it only to reject. So happy that I stayed out. Hopefully you guys stayed out as well. Sells could be back on the table, guys.
You're on for New York today, Justin, or not?
It will definitely be on for you guys. I don't think I'll be on for YouTube though. I'll see. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what it is about NY. And I mean, we saw yesterday there was no more viewers than what there is in London. I think it was less than London, to be honest. And it's a tough one because I try to be transparent, but not everyone who streams New York has the stream record up and that, and they still get like 2,000 viewers, or, you know, I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Even the guy with the mask gets and 20 times the viewers I get. Need to flash a Lambo. Yeah, I know. Suddenly that stream from the spa in my boardies with nothing else probably sounds appealing, because that would be a way to get the viewers. Don't know how I'd work it out though, but here we go. There's an idea. You guys can, well, what ideas do you guys have? What can we do to make it stand out more? OnlyFans Forex stream. Everyone's in a nutty imagine. Stream from Playboy Mansion. You suggesting I turn this place into a Playboy Mansion? Trust me, it wasn't for the ex and her parents here. Just saying. Just saying. Not sure how the missus though would react to that, to be honest. She would be too happy. She's a good girl, so I wouldn't do that to her. Just to, you're a grown man, make choices. Yeah. No, I think I'm happy where I'm at the moment. Alright, so we're still waiting. GJ, again, there was no buy signal there for me. 30 minutes still open as well. That's fine. What I'd like for it now to do is just create a nice clean impulse up, continue up, and reject that 189.15 still level. Gold. Could we get buys from lower down again? Potentially. Well, there could be buys from 25.03 roughly. But I'm not going to force it. It has to be, again, stick to the rules, because right now the 30 minutes quite nasty. 30 minute doesn't really look appealing for any buy or sell option right now. You know what? Look, I'm sorry. I'm not. Don't mean to be. I don't want to offend the ladies out there, because there are a few of you on stream. But I swear, if this is just how people are, if I had literally a few people dancing behind me, I could have a guy as well. There you go. So please, both the ladies and the gents, if a guy and girl dance behind, that would be a point of difference, wouldn't it? And I'd probably get more viewers, in all honesty. And the reality is here, you get that for quite a cheap price, probably, to be honest. That's fair. Have one guy dance in the background without a top on. One girl, not with, I mean, with the top on, the girl for sure, 100%. That's an idea. Buy my ticket, I'll be get me belly up. There we go. Got a willing and able body for the gents. Beer, yeah. Just killing the time at the same time, because obviously the YouTube chat's a lot slower than TikTok chat. TikTok's chat's forever buzzing. What I enjoy about it. It gives me a lot to work on or work with, whereas YouTube's a lot slower. Probably because you guys are more knowledgeable, so you probably don't need to ask as many questions. But having said that, feel free to ask whatever you would like. Yeah. Would the gold buys be on the table? Well, no, because we've got less than 10 seconds. We're still closing below resistance. So now, again, reassess. No buys. Need to wait for the next 15 minutes. And what I'd really like to see is strong closure above. Significantly above. Then I'll look for either limit order back at the high of that bearish candle, the high of the most with current resistance, or back at the high of the most recent bearish candle, the M15. That will be the options. That's what I'm waiting on now. For me right now, still the sellers are not valid until we close below the same area, 2502.8. So guys, if you could, make sure to hit the like button. Be much appreciated. Only 20 likes. Quite frankly, not enough, guys. And just to rub it in, my Aussie dollar's dying against the Thai baht. DJ, probably want a 30-minute engulfing. If not, 30-minute engulfing. Strong closure on this 15-minute. To the downside, obviously. Followed by a weak pause. And that will validate a GJ sell on the following M30. Because at the end, you're still going to have a 30-minute closing back bearish. Pretty much like so. Back below that resistance. And as the new candle opens up, creates a bit of an upper wick and begins to break your 30-minute candle low. Catalyst candle, that's the entry. Gold breaking. How fast it can make the move. The mount science is rejected. Let me check something in a 5-minute. Yeah, it's not even really valid. Nah, I'm just waiting. Just chilling. Yo guys, only 21 likes. Surely you can do better than that. $22. I have 22. I'm saving you from, or I should be saving you from gold drawdown right now. There's 22. Thank you. Really, it's one of the only ways to get the stream out there, guys, so I really would appreciate it. Just do me a favor and take a second out of your time to hit that like button. Once again, gold, you've been drawdown if you took the impulse entry. I mean, there was no impulse confirmation. If nothing else, smash the like button for not being stuck in drawdown. If you were listening along, you'd understand why there was no impulse entry. It's all about patience. It is pretty much what trading is all about. That, and obviously psychology, not giving into anything in between. So for instance, seeing this thing looking like it's going to break out, just jump in without your right confirmation. If there's a confirmation for you, don't get me wrong, then it's fine. But for me, there was no confirmation. So play to your strengths. My strengths suggested, or my signal would be to wait for the closure above, seeing we don't have a catalyst for the impulse entry right now. Maybe I'll just turn to that channel that just calls every single freaking pair any trade and wear a mask like that dude. How about I do that? By GU. Maybe I can pull my t-shirt over my head or something. I don't know. What can I do? That would be funny. It would be. That's the thing. You guys want me to educate in a way I trade that works, or just literally call signals on anything and everything? Because I can do that, but you're going to take a lot more losses. That's the reality. The more exposure, the more risk, the more that you could lose. That's just reality of trading. For me, I stick to what works, so that's literally 1 or 2 trades a day, and I know that there's an 80% chance I'm going to be right. 80 plus. If I start taking 10 to 20 trades a day, I don't know if I'll have that success rate, because it's just too much. Like, honestly, how can you focus on so many different entries? Dress up as Tasmanian devil? Nah, it'd be too hot.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boys.
Gold. They're not convincing me of anything right now.
It sound right, boys.
I'm gonna wait to see where his 15-minute closes. I want it to close again significantly above the zone, and then I will consider a limit order buy.
It sound right, boy.
All right, what's the high of that bearish candle is 67, 250667. So what this candle to close above 250747. If it does so, I'll set a limit order at the high of that most recent 15-minute candle. There's the pause. It'll be a valid limit order buy based on a zone to zone entry plus the interruption pause candle play entry at the same time. So that's what it'll be based off. Now, technically, the zone to zone limit order would be the high of that zone. So that could be the other option. I may consider that if this continues. If this closes as is, it's probably a little bit too strong. It may not pull back that far. It may not even pull back to tap into that zone, but that's where I'll likely be placing it at this stage by the looks of it. On IC markets, that's 250698. It's flying. Yeah. Get it. Just to top off on it, it's just been that day. Needs to drop. Needs to really pull back a bit in the next 20 seconds for it to be valid. All right. Yeah, forget it because it's now open straight bullish. All right, so I was going to look to take a limit order buy at the high of the zone, but the rule for that limit order buy is the candles to open up straight bearish. It can look, I don't mind if it pops up briefly a tad, but this is way too far. And then it flips because you're taking anticipation, you got the volume from the candle left over from the candle catalyst. So it's going to quickly pull back, trigger you in and bounce. This is pushed too far. So I'm not going to bother setting a limit order. I mean, GJ is looking better because it's pulled back further, so you got more margin. It's good. So you can now just remove that. I might hang around a bit. Excuse me.
Off, bro. See you for New York.
No worries, man. Take care. Cheers.
Yeah.
Now, had this happened at the 4-hour level of resistance earlier, which this was pretty much one whole level before, I would have looked for a potential sell based off the fact that we were at the resistance, so it could quite possibly reject, and considering it's just popped straight bullish without low wick, and we know for a fact if you look back through left, it'd be about 90+%, even more, 95+ of candles which do have wicks in both directions. So it would have been in anticipation it's eventually going to pull back right at a low wick. In the meantime, you probably would have got your 10 pips if that was the case, if you would have picked the high. But again, there was no target for me to left to look to actually enter a trade. So it's not valid. For me, I take those trades at 4-hour levels of resistance. Might consider it sometimes in a 30, but it's generally at a strong level, such as the 4-hour. Carl, all good. Next candle, we're closing below my zone on gold, so for me it was victory. Yeah, same. That was not convincing to me, and nor was that one, the 15-minute. Guys, if you could please just smash the like button, that'd be really appreciated. Had a shit fight of a day, obviously, with bloody, obviously TikTok was killing it with the viewers and that, and then the account was completely banned for stupid reasons. Apparently it's scam and fraudulent. I'm making millions from TikTok. Makes no sense, but anyway. And internet's been in and out, so yeah. If you can help us out, it'd be much appreciated. Gold probably needs to wait for that pullback. Pull back to the support. Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing you can do. Maybe the previous resistance, form support above it. Academy Wall Street live trading. Where's my working lot? I don't trade big lots. I don't have the account to sustain it right now. I have traded different lot sizes in the past. Right now it's a small lot size. Yeah, it's not bigger than 2 lots, let's put it this way at the moment. The most I've ever traded was about 8. I've never traded massive lots. Have never had the account to trade that big of a lot size. Yeah, but there's ways of going about that, maybe in the future, maybe fund it, I'm not sure. But irrespective of that, I do this shit in the daily, and I prove to everyone on the daily how capable I am. The record stands for itself. My guys in VIP see how I go about things as well. So VIP is full of content. It's got over 80 educational videos. Yeah, and didn't really make that much of a difference either way what size I was trading, to be honest. The grind though, Forex is definitely a grind. Took me a while to build up the confidence. Even I remember, even for the first time when I traded one lot at the start, it was a shock because I went from 10-cent lots up to one lot, and I was like, wow, big difference when it goes into a few pip drawdown and a few pip profit. And then I jumped again from there, went higher and higher. Had to take out cash quite regularly. Had to mention many times this house being where it is and the weather conditions. We had pretty much lost the kitchen years back. Like literally, there was a crack, you could see through it. It was like that wide, the crack in the kitchen. So the whole kitchen had to be replaced because there were multiple cracks. There was problems with the electrics and that too. And that cost me an arm and leg. Many other things we've had issues with in the past year. So where do you think that money comes from? Obviously from myself, and obviously from what I do here. But again, slowly build up the account again, and yeah. But by doing it the same way, not over leveraging or anything like that, doing the same thing. All right, so the focus could be GJ all of a sudden. Gold has left the building without the right confirmation, so it's all good now. No point chasing it, needs to let it do its thing, pull back and maybe buy it later. Or I still would look for the sells below the same level. Let's just stick around and see where this candle closes on GJ. Next goal will have you in FOMO. Yeah, have some people. Definitely not me. I really don't get FOMO. Once again, for me, there's no FOMO because I know I don't need to trade 20 times a week, or you can trade 4 or 5 times a week and be happy with that. Because again, a lot of weeks I don't take a loss, and it's fact. If I do, it's no more than about 2 of a week. I'm not, again, taking maybe about 6 trades, 8 trades max of a week, but sometimes only 3 or 4. GJ's flipping back bullish, so it's not gonna eventuate sell at the moment. Still at a good level to sell it though, but it's just not ready. So what I prefer to see in this case is obviously, other than the bearish engulfing, sorry, bit of support on the 15-minute time frame, correlate for 30-minute closing back bearish, and then I'd look for the sells below the support. Gold just need to let it do its thing right now. It's not all-time highs, not. Yeah, let it do its thing right now, pull back, look for it to potentially form support above the previous resistance. and that could be the option to buy it. Further buys potentially further down above 25.02, and that's where I'd start to consider the sells for that 15-minute support. And that is pretty much it, guys. Yeah, if you've not already done so, if you could please hit the like button. Thank you for your patience today. I know it was a bit of a shit fight with stream dropping out about 20 times, having to restart it. Yeah, gold's going. So yeah, if you could make sure you like button way out. I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, should be back tomorrow. Yeah, if you want to know anything about JRP or anything, you know where to hit me up. So until then, guys, trade safe, have a good one. Impact news to come today, tomorrow, ADP and NFP. Be careful of that, and I'll catch you guys later. VIP, I'll see you guys for NY. Obviously a little later on. I'll keep in touch with you guys in between. Cheers, guys, take care.